everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jill, otherwise known as the Enlightened Target, and this channel is devoted to narcissistic abuse, awareness and recovery, parental alienation, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and anything and everything associated with those three main topics. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what causes narcissistic personality disorder. Is it genetic? Is it environmental? Is it from childhood trauma? And we're going to be exploring some of the less known influences that are thought to contribute to a person developing narcissistic personality disorder. If you are new to my channel, I would like to welcome you and invite you to please subscribe and be sure and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, if you are interested in private one-on-one narcissistic abuse recovery coaching with me or group coaching on Wednesday evenings, please visit my website or send me an email. Both are linked in the description below. So today we are talking about what the causes are for someone developing narcissistic personality disorder. And first, it's important to understand there is not one single cause of NPD. However, researchers agree that both genetic and environmental causes are at play. So it's believed to be both nature and nurture. Also, individuals with narcissistic personality disorder have been found to have less volume of gray matter in the left anterior insula in the brain. This is the part of the brain related to empathy, emotional regulation, compassion, and cognitive functioning. So it's believed that a person will have a genetic predisposition to this disorder and that it is triggered from the person's childhood environment and interpersonal relationships. So what are some of the less known influences for a person to develop NPD? Scientists believe that full onset of NPD occurs when interpersonal development is compromised. Some of those things would include, number one, inconsistent and unpredictable parental caregiving. Narcissists do not have a secure attachment style. They typically will have an avoidant attachment style, and insecure attachments form in a child who does not receive consistent parental contact and nurturing. Next, another factor that very well could contribute to a person developing full-blown NPD would be because as a child they were abused or neglected. Many times a person with NPD will have at least one parent with NPD, and as we all know, people with NPD make the absolute worst parents. By definition, parents with NPD will be abusive and subject the child to massive amounts of neglect. Another possible factor would be being born with an oversensitive temperament. I'm sure this isn't a shocker for anyone because we all know that narcissists have the thinnest skin and seem to have an intolerance to any criticism, constructive or otherwise. As we all know, anything, absolutely anything can set off a narcissist, whether it's something real or completely imaginary. But it is believed that this might be a factor in someone developing NPD. Next, another factor that could be at play for developing NPD is being excessively praised for good behaviors and excessively criticized for bad behaviors. Again, this would fall under the category of being subjected to inconsistent parenting. As most of us know, it's certainly not uncommon for a person with NPD to have at least one parent who is also on the spectrum. So the parenting that someone with NPD has been exposed to is likely a very big predictor of someone developing NPD. Another factor could very well be from being excessively admired and praised with no realistic feedback to ground a person in reality. Again, many times someone with NPD will have at least one parent who is also NPD. And if the person in question was the golden child in the family of origin, then they were likely grossly indulged by the parents and never received guidance or discipline that would be required to keep a child's ego and entitlements in check. So being exposed to this unbalanced praise is usually a factor for the development of NPD. Being excessively pampered or overindulged by parents, peers, or family members is sometimes at play here too. Again, many times a person with NPD will come from a highly narcissistic family. These families tend to spoil the child, expecting nothing from the child in return, giving the child a distorted understanding of their importance and setting this child up to develop full-blown NPD. The child will grow up believing that this type of pampering and overindulgence is normal and should be expected and required of everyone in their adult lives. And lastly, receiving excessive praise from parents or others focused on your looks or abilities many times is a contributing factor. People with NPD many times did not come from a family who operates from a place of unconditional love. Most times love is conditional on what a person contributes to the family in the form of narcissistic supply. So they will associate love with their physical appearance or their ability to achieve things that give narcissistic supply to this family. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone.